Hello everyone and welcome back to Beef Reacts. Today we're settling an age-old Dragon Ball debate. Who would win in a fight? Gogeta or VEGITO? Since the Buu saga, we've wanted to know this answer. And I've never seen this video, so I'm excited to at least know what's going on. Who do I think's gonna win on the onset? I'll tell you later. But we're gonna vibe it. We're gonna vibe it out. I'm pretty excited. I hope everyone's having a good day. Question of the day, what's your favorite shonen anime? I was gonna say manga, but like, I'm lame. I wanna say mine is Rosario Vampire considered a shonen? I think it ends up being a battle shonen. So Rosario Vampire. If not that, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think it's not Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist. It's not Brotherhood. Why am I thinking the anime? I have the manga. Anyway, but what's your favorite? Or Dead Man Wonderland. Fuck, I love Dead Man Wonderland, but that might be too old of an age group. I don't know. Let me know in your comments down below.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Fuck. I thought it was gonna be longer.
Last one! Man, these things are so easy to find nowadays.
Yes!
Facts.
Now, with this ultimate power, I can finally conquer
Have
the
Gogeta
world!
fight VEGITO!
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yes!
It's the ultimate Dragon Ball question. Which fusion of Goku and Vegeta is stronger? Gogeta, the combo greater than legends, or VEGITO, the mix who surpassed gods?
Intriguing. They are in many ways identical, yet still quite different. Though in canon, they only have a collective total of 3 brief appearances. To truly determine who would win, let's examine all of their material.
So that's...
Isn't it like Super Saiyan Blue is stronger than Super Saiyan 4? So like, I think VEGITO gets it.
GT, Super, movies, games, guidebooks, Toei's Twitter, even all the crazy Xenoverse and hero stuff.
Hold on to your Dragon Balls.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I didn't
And
see
it's our
Heroes.
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
Or
a
superheroes.
death battle.
Imagine, it's 1995 and you're...
I figured it out. Also, love the Spider-Man thing. Who is winning? Who was your Budokai or Tenkaichi or anyone pick? That's the other question of the day.
at a movie theater in Japan. You're there to watch Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, and it's gonna be the most radical movie ever, dude. I mean, yeah, it was a little weird when Adolf showed up, but then it happened. Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left. They merged into a single being of amazing power, Gogeta! And that would be the greatest thing 8-year-old you ever saw.
Amen.
Yep, you peaked at 8.
Fun fact, while Vegito had already debuted in the manga 2 months earlier, Gogeta was created first. After all, the movie had been in production throughout the previous year.
2 Saiyans, the proud son of royal...
Name Gogeta. Fusion of Son Goku and Prince Vegeta. Height approximately 5'9". Weight 137. Damn. Nice. Metamoran Fusion Dance. First appearance Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. Number of canon appearances 1.
Royalty and the lower class champion becoming one epic powerhouse? This is the true potential of Goku and Vegeta. Easily a top 5 Dragon Ball moment. Hey, nothing beats the first time we saw Super Saiyan, but I think this comes close.
This method of fusion was taught to Goku by the Metamorans, a mysterious alien people who we never actually see.
But I'd guess they like wearing crop tops with inflatable shoulder pads. Anyway, when Goku taught this fabled technique to Goten and Trunks, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
This is the fusion dance. On top of an incredibly precise movement routine, this technique requires both parties to match power levels in order to fuse successfully. A literal personification of the phrase, only as strong as the weakest link.
So they have to match power levels? How the hell do you... Can you force yourself to match power levels in Dragon Ball Z? I didn't know that was a thing. Is that a thing? Oh, damn.
Pretty easy to screw up, trust me. But if you nail it, you're the baddest mother effer on the planet.
Though not part of mainline canon, Goku and Vegeta first used this to battle Janemba, a demon basically composed of essence of evil. Probably smells like cats. Gogeta defeated him in less than 2 minutes. 20 years later, Gogeta would become canon to conquer one of the most dangerous entities in the multiverse,
Broly.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Gogeta's super powerful, but I think his most underappreciated skill is how he comes up with awesome attack names, like the Big Bang Kamehameha, Stardust Fall, Meteor...
Dragon Fist, God Kamehameha, God Key, God Punisher, Instant Transmission, Kaioken, Meteor Explosion, Punisher Shield, Stardust Breaker, Stardust Fall, and Stardust Smasher.
Explosion, and
Not
the
bad.
ultimate villain killer, Stardust Breaker!
a fancy-looking attack that completely obliterates all traces of evil within a target.
Oh
That's how
my
he took out
God.
Janemba in one shot. The guy was literally made of evil. Or cats.
Weirdly enough, this is similar to Devilman's Devilmight Beam, which causes the evil within a person to explode and...
Oh, you mean Spike? That guy's hilarious. Which obscure character are you gonna reference next? Icarus? Sour Man? General Rildo?
Nah.
Oh man, that guy's just one letter up from General
I'm a big fan of Marin. I remember I had the Dragon Ball manga when I first got into manga. God, those were the times. I saw Goku's penis a lot. Anyways.
Over the years, Gogeta has achieved the empowered forms of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, and even Super Saiyan 4 in his battle against Omega Shenron.
Super Saiyan 4 is a totally unique branch of transformation.
Super Saiyan Full Power, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Golden Great Ape, Super Saiyan 4, Super Full Power Saiyan 4, Limit Breaker, Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken, Super Saiyan God.
Instead of
Jesus
using
Christ.
Divine Ki like Super Saiyan God, it taps further into Goku and Vegeta's Saiyan bloodline, giving them fuzzy red fur and teen goth eyeshadow.
Goku has also claimed this form increases a Saiyan's inherent aggression, though you wouldn't know it with Gogeta. He basically becomes Dragon Ball's Bugs Bunny, reveling and messing around with his foe any way he can.
Until the fusion runs out. That's right, the fusion dance has a time limit of 30 minutes. This can be reduced even more if Gogeta uses up a lot of energy. Against Omega Shenron and GT, he split apart after about 10 minutes.
Just more evidence that the amount of power Gogeta possesses is enormous. Even repeatedly striking Broly so hard that the boundaries between dimensions shattered like glass wasn't enough to burn through his
Oh,
eye.
that's sick.
Hell, he was only in Super Saiyan 1 when he did that. After going blue, Broly didn't stand a chance. Based on earlier in the film, Whis' reaction even implies that...
In Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Whis theorizes that Goku and Vegeta working together could match Beerus. When Gogeta appears before him in Dragon Ball Super Broly, Whis references
Gogeta could possibly take on Beerus.
In Dragon Ball Heroes, Gogeta continues to prove he's one of the multiverse's S-tier fighters. He even defeated the Crimson Masked Super Saiyan Rose Full Power Goku Black and Ultimate God Slayer Hearts the God Hater. You know, those guys.
And
Oh.
two Gogetas together could take on Fu.
Just Fu? After all that, he's just called Fu?
Dark King Fu, the artificial bio-android demon mutant. He has Saiyan,
Okay.
Namekian, Earthling, Majin, and Eternal Dragon DNA.
So he's just Cell, but if Cell was cool. I'm kidding, Cell's awesome, but like, you know.
Is this fan fiction?
Hearts the God White.
It's a great fucking joke. Is this fanfiction? Probably. Shatter walls between space and time, destroy a pocket dimension. Implied to be on par with Beerus. Kick the negative karma ball containing the minus energy of the Dragon Balls out of orbit. Battled Ultimate Hearts and Super Fu. The only fused character to defeat a villain in canon. Defeated Broly, Crimson, Masked Saiyan,
Your
and
claim
Janemba.
Fu could become an entity akin to Zeno, that little blue baby who can erase a multiverse with a thought.
But these Gogetas achieved even stronger forms than before. One was in Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, the boosted form Vegeta achieved during the Tournament of Power. The other was Super Saiyan 4. But
In Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku have fought on par with each other multiple times, further supporting how the forms are similar in power.
not just any Super Saiyan 4, he was Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker.
So they're going, from what I'm getting is that they're trying to make it seem like Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan Blue are practically on par with each other. That's at least what I'm getting out of this, which I don't know if it's true or not true. When it comes to power scaling in Dragon Ball, I don't understand it. I've never understood it, and I'm not going to pretend like I understand it. What I do understand is that whenever I see people fighting and I don't understand because they're blurs, it's probably awesome.
I think my tongue is permanently twisted now.
These two forms fighting side by side implies that, at least in this iteration, both are similar if not equal in power.
Ah, Gogeta's so cool! And there are tons of people who think he'd win this matchup.
In Weekly Jump issue 28 from 1995, the fusion dance was stated to unify Goku and Vegeta's spirits.
Unify the spirits of the two strongest rivals and merging them together. Fusion has better balance and is able to draw their power out to the max. Therefore, if it is a short match of 30 minutes or less, then Gogeta should win, while if it's a long thin...
And draw out their power to the max. As long as a fight with Vegito lasts less than 30 minutes, the magazine says Gogeta should win.
So what this is now saying to at least everyone here that is watching this with me, I guess. Oh, wow. There I am in the back screen. If you're watching this with me, what they're going to be doing in their assessment and whatever is probably going to be, how long does this fight last?
Then in the video game Raging Blast, there's a what-if scenario where Gogeta beats Vegito in a sparring session. But he was about to run out of energy, so maybe it could have gone either way.
Though with his power and skill, it's unlikely any opponent would push Gogeta to his limit. Two of the greatest warriors in history merged together as one. What more could you want as a fan? And what more could you fear as a foe?
It's the spring of 1995. A demonic menace has threatened to consume the world in chaos. Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left: fusion! They used one of their most incredible techniques to become a merged being of unimaginable power. Does this sound familiar?
But there wasn't time to teach Vegeta an awkward dance routine he'd ultimately despise. Instead, they used the Potara.
Only the gods themselves could rock bling like this. That's right,
Dope
the
names.
Potara earrings come from the Kais, the gods that supervise the universes.
By placing one earring on each person's opposite ear, the Potara...
Name Vegito or Vegirat. Fusion of Son Goku and Prince Vegeta. Weird how they always start with Goku when this one starts with Vegeta. Whatever. Height 5'9", 175, 100... Is that a pound more? Interesting. Potara earrings. Dragon Ball Manga. Over appearances in Canon 2, sometimes spelled VEGITO.
Forcibly fuses the two beings together, no power level matching required. In this case, Goku and Vegeta fuse to become Vegito.
Okay, seriously, Vegito? Couldn't they have a better name?
It's not that bad. And remember, Fusion Reborn started production well before Toriyama penned Vegito's first appearance.
So, Toei called dibs on the better name, huh? But still, shouldn't it be like Vegiku? Not like that's much better either. Why Vegito?
It makes more sense in Japanese. Vegito is formed from the first half of Vegeta and the latter half of Kakaroto. This is why Viz Media actually translated it to Vegirat.
Oh, that one sucks too. Okay, bored now. Let's talk about how he blows shit up real good.
Vegito has numerous techniques that are entirely his own.
Oh, damn.
Many of which are, fittingly, perfect combinations of Goku and Vegeta's signature moves. Such as the Final Kamehameha, formed like Vegeta's Final Flash, but fired like Goku's Kamehameha wave. He's got a Spirit Sword,
dope.
the Saiyan Shield,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Spirit Sword's still one of the dopest names ever.
and the Banshee Blast. Which, no, it's not the ghost attack you're thinking of.
With Goku and Vegeta's powers combined, Majin Buu was no match. Super.
First off, background music, banging right now. Secondly, Banshee Blast, Big Bang, Kamehameha, Final Kamehameha, Explosive Wave, God Final Flash, God Kamehameha, God Ki, Kaioken, Savage Strike, Spirit Cannon, Spirit Sword, and Vegito combination.
Vegito was so friggin' powerful that even being turned into candy didn't slow him down. It just made him delicious.
Hypothetically, what happens if I do the fusion dance with somebody and then I put on a Potara earring? Do all three of our souls stay merged for a bit? Like, how does that work?
His level of power had transcended to such an impressive degree that he was capable of effectively ignoring having his matter entirely altered and his DNA eradicated. He continued on as the incredible fighting candy.
No mouth, no brains, no organs of any kind, and he still kept slapping around that big pink ass.
Phrasing.
Because he's
Presumably, this is similar to how Vegeta overpowered Babidi's mind control, or...
Of note, Daizenshu 7 implies Vegito's ability to retain his power despite being transmuted may be a unique attribute of Potara fusion.
How Goku broke through Hit's time skip with Kaioken. A greater power level can overrule basically anything a weaker one does. Though, to be fair, the Super Candy is a pretty extreme example.
But Vegito's a pretty extreme guy, even for the Dragon Ball multiverse. He later got that godly blue hair.
Super Saiyan full power, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 4 full power, Saiyan 4 limit breaker, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue barrier, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Spray and beat the crap out of merged Zamasu, a double deity, like a fusion dick measuring contest, but
Awesome.
not at all close.
Though similar to his dancing counterpart, Vegito's time ran out after he overtaxed himself.
Which was kinda weird.
Makabe once consumed all timelines in the multiverse via a black hole. Vegito should be comparable to this feat in relative
Back
power
in the
and
day,
speed.
they said these Potara fusions were
It lasts forever. The Potara doesn't have
permanent.
limitations.
Turns out it's only permanent for Supreme Kais. Vegito's form can last up to 1 hour before splitting apart, but can be shortened severely if he goes full tilt.
Shortened severely if goes full tilt? What? So that means they both have a... It's the question is, does this fight last longer than 30 minutes? Again.
In the manga, Vegito formed after Zamasu fused, and split apart when they expected fuse
Just like you, I am a warrior born from Potara.
Zamasu to have 20 minutes left, meaning he cut his time down to 40 minutes at most, though in the anime it was way less since he tried to quickly overpower Zamasu with a single attack.
The Potara have their own set of rules. Unlike the fusion dance, this form is maintained by the power of the earrings, not the fusers themselves. As such, destroying the earrings ends the fusion.
And if you slap the Potara on while in a Super Saiyan form, you can't power down while fused. So if Goku and Vegeta aren't careful, they can find themselves draining power when they don't need to. But surprise, Vegito's got into his own Super Dragon Ball.
Powerful enough to reduce an hour-long duration to mere minutes. Easily overpowered fused Zamasu. Battled Makabe and Super Fu. Maintained consciousness and combat ability while transformed into Kennedy. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla overpowered Super Saiyan Blue. And defeated Broly, Cumber, and Super
Hero
Buu.
shenanigans, and he's got the full power Red Fur too. Look, Wiz, I think I'm having deja vu.
Aside from Fu, he's battled heavy-hitting threats to the multiverse like Cumber and Mechikabura.
And
Ooh.
just like with Gogeta, there's plenty of people who think Vegeta would win this fight.
Dude, I'm being so for real. I should definitely get into the Dragon Ball Super manga, or at least the anime. And I was like waiting for such a long time to get into it because it's like one of those things of I hear good things and I hear mid things and I just don't know who I want.
Zenshus 4 and 7, basically two Dragon Ball encyclopedias, claim that the Potara fusion is superior to the fusion dance.
Old Kai said this too, that the Potara provide a greater effect.
Though they both may be referring to what was believed at the time to be a permanent fusion. Not having to worry about overspending your time limit would certainly be a greater effect if it were true.
But hey, there's nothing that can get in the way of Vegito's awesome power. Gods and demons alike are no match. When there's no one
Dope.
strong enough to save the day, then
Okay.
perhaps two will do.
It's still dope as hell.
This show is sponsored by...
Listen, guys, I don't care about BetterHelp. I never have. I'm not a BetterHelp kind of guy personally.
Alright, the combatants are...
Who do I think's gonna win? I kind of want Gogeta to win, but if this goes longer than 30 minutes, easily Vegito. But I want Gogeta.
Set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Hear my wish, Eternal Dragon. It's time for a death battle!
I do like death battles. Oh, damn. First off, animation team, go off.
What is this madness?
Whoa, Vegeta! Come on.
Did they get Lanny for this? They got Lanny?
Really that much taller than you? Stop!
But they didn't get Maseko.
Kakarot!
You
John!
Nice.
Go!
Okay. First off, I'm just gonna say it real quick, and I just want it to be said because I feel like it needs to be. Dope as fuck. Secondly, love the Budokai animation type shit here. Dope. Thirdly, background music. Dope. Come on, Gogeta. I'm gonna say, I also just want to say this is going to my playlist.
Not bad. Want to kick it up a notch? Sure. But how about some variety?
Dope. They're in heaven? Fighting?
My turn.
Remember the thing back in the day in Dragon Ball when if Goku had his tail, he was considered, like, he was stronger, but it was considered a weakness, so they started fighting without it? I low-key want him to get the tail back just to see what happens. They're destroying the Earth. Bro destroyed a pocket dimension. How is Gogeta losing this?
Gotcha.
Now, how did they get to the hyperbolic time shape? You know what? I don't know how they did it, but they did it. That's awesome.
Guess it's now or never.
This feels like such a tie. Oh god, that was awesome! That was amazing. No, he did not live that. What the hell? I feel like I was robbed out of something, but I'm sure I'll see why. Bro destroyed a pocket dimension. Satisfying
man,
fight.
That was epic! Totally worth the wish. Oh, I guess we probably could have solved a lot of world problems with that.
I suppose world domination can wait another year. This fight was incredibly close. Nope, seriously, how could it not be? They're almost exactly the same person.
With a view.
Gogeta has more canonical victories, more exclusive techniques, equal skill. Fusion dance can fail if performed improperly, shorter duration. Considered stronger by more official sources, longer duration, no power matching, equal skill, and unable to
Few
power
minor
match.
differences here and there, like signature attacks. Neither VEGITO nor GOGETA had one single power that provided an absolute edge over the other.
Except perhaps Vegito's longer time limit.
In the alternate ending of the Raging Blast fight where Vegito is victorious, his victory is depicted as more decisive than Gogeta's due to the latter having a short
Though it's
time.
not so clear-cut. Both have overtaxed their energy quick enough to end their fusions in less than 10 minutes. Time isn't the only factor, but also whatever is maintaining each fusion. Gogeta's body and Vegito's earrings. It's possible Vegito's power can actually drain the Potara faster than Gogeta's does his own body.
Still, it's twice the time, and that...
There is not enough evidence to definitively prove the Potara using energy different than Fusion Dance when the two forms appear together. In crossovers like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, this is
definitely gave Vegito more flexibility and strategy. So more often than not, it's safe to say Gogeta would run out of juice first.
Also, when Vegito or Gogeta defuse from power overuse, it's typically difficult for them to immediately fuse again due to that lack of energy.
But Vegito had another one over Gogeta. No matter what, he'd always have a very slight power advantage. Remember how the fusion dance requires the fusers to match their power levels? Well, the Potara don't need that.
Goku doesn't need to match Vegeta's slightly...
Setting Vegeta's power level as definitively lesser than Goku's is debatable, especially given their spar in Dragon Ball Super Hero. Regardless, one is more likely to have the slight edge rather than both be exact equals, requiring one to lower their power level because the matchup is so close. Even a single drop makes a difference.
Lower power
Fair
levels,
enough.
so there's nothing stopping Vegito from combining the full
Slight
sum
drop.
of their parts.
Ah, poor Vegeta. You'll get your day in the sun one day, buddy.
Hey, man!
Oh, who am I kidding?
This might...
He won't, but God, as I'm getting older, Vegeta becomes cooler and cooler. And to quote him, you say I'm arrogant, damn right.
Be what Old Kai was referring to when he said the Potara had a greater effect.
But hey, could Gogeta have destroyed the earrings? Nope. He would have had to be able to overpower Vegito first, like how Goku could only destroy Kefla's earrings after he reached Ultra Instinct.
Remember, when comparing levels of power in Dragon Ball, the greater one can overrule almost anything the weaker one does. The earrings likely tend to be protected by the user's ki aura, similar to their clothing.
The only time we've ever seen Potara damaged or specifically targeted are when the wearer is overwhelmed or in a vulnerable state. If
Makes
any
sense.
stray ki blast could destroy them, we'd have a lot more broken earrings by now.
Lastly, there's some debate over their personality.
There is no consistent evidence Goku or Vegeta has more influence over either fusion. Vegito's taunting and Gogeta's lack of seems more related to the context of their fights. Dragon Ball Super Broly appears to align Gogeta's personality and voice with that of Vegito as seen in Dragon Ball Super. They both seem to have Vegeta's pride, though.
In their first appearances, Vegito seemed rather cocky and playful against Buu, whereas Gogeta was far more deliberate against Janemba, and thus far more successful. However, these are not core personality traits, and assuming so would be inconsistent with Vegito's serious fight with Zamasu and Gogeta's more brash fights with Broly and Omega Shenron. Context is key. As far as personality and mental ability goes, Gogeta and Vegito are practically identical. In the end, Vegito's higher power level, no matter how slight it was, made a big difference in protecting and maintaining his longer, more flexible time limit.
Gogeta was gonna need meta more than that to beat Vegito.
Damn.
Sorry, Wiz, I know that pun was potarible.
Wait, shut up. Earth's Dragon Balls give 2 wishes, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shenron, I wish for you to fuse me and Wiz.
This seems
The
horrible.
winner is Vegito.
Vegito. Yeah. Am I upset because I didn't pick the winner? Low key. But hey, is what it is. We take those L's. I want to see if they got Lanny.
And doubly thanks to our channel members for supporting us this year.
Yeah, Nick Landis is Vegeta. Nice. We love Nick.
Hope you've been enjoying the extra perks and content. We've got a bunch of new stuff in the works for you. If you aren't a champion, click that join button and give it a shot.
I'm with
Also, Season 10 of Death Battle is coming soon, including 2 matchups chosen by our champion.
I think they added a rule. Combatants have no prior knowledge of each other unless specified to ensure a fair fight. Any specific moral restraints from killing from combatants, all other traits are considered. A combatant's maximum personal potential is examined unless specified otherwise. Factors unrelated to combatants cannot end the battle. Unless specified, all official material related to them found contradictory to primary source material. Okay.
Let's see what you picked.
Fair enough. Okay, well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind, like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure to answer the question of the day. And, yeah, I'll catch you all next time. It's been a big pleasure watching this, so peace out. Have a good one.